And of course, just after making my video that patch 8 is coming soon, Larian officially announced patch 8 for Baldur's Gate 3 and what's inside it. So all that work for nothing. Anyway, this update is a big one. It includes 12 new subclasses, crossplay, photo mode and more. So let's go over the community update and don't forget to subscribe to not miss anything Baldur's Gate 3 related. So this is the last major update that is coming to BG3 and it includes every promised feature going out with a bang, but also with a big surprise. 12 new subclasses, one for every class. But first they start a little bit about crossplay. Whether you're joining PS5 players from your PC or jumping into a game with Mac users from your Xbox, Baldur's Gate 3's multiplayer will soon feature full cross-platform progression, including crossplay, just as the gaming gods intended. Once the update is live, you'll be able to invite your friends to join your crossplay lobby directly, regardless of platform, and find available multiplayer lobbies with friends on other systems using the Larian network. Then they go over the new subclasses, and buckle up because there's a lot. Patch 8 will introduce a new way to play your favorite class, adding one new subclass for each of the classes in the game. Expect new abilities, animations and a whole lot more. Even unique voice dialogue lines for the Oathbreaker Knight with written reactivity for Oathbreakers, along with a touch of homebrewing on certain actions to enhance your role-playing experience. And here they go over every new subclass in the game. I'll just go over them briefly, but if you want to read everything, I'll leave a link to the community update down below. The first one is the College of Glamour Bard, and they have the power to heal their friends and command their enemies. Next up is the Path of Giants Barbarian. These barbarians benefit from the Giants Race passive that grants both strength and size. Next up is the Death Domain Cleric, which is some sort of a necromancer. They gain access to 3 new necromancy cantrips. They also added a homebrew ability to explode nearby corpses, damaging enemies. Then there's the Circle of Stars Druid, who can have new starry forms. These forms will allow you to deal more damage or heal more. Then there's the Oath of the Crown Paladin. They have the power to aid your allies and disrupt your foes. Next up is the Arcane Archer Fighter, which is kinda like a ranger subclass for the fighter. They can shoot different arrows with different status effects. Then there's the Drunken Master Monk, and basically they get stronger while they're drunk. Then there's the Swamp Keeper Ranger. They gain access to 3 different kinds of deadly swamps. They can deal extra lightning damage, blind your enemies or knock away your opponents. Next up is the Swashbuckler Rogue. They fight dirty, kinda like pirates. They can disarm or blind their enemies, and also walk away without provoking opportunity attacks. Then it's time for the Shadow Magic Sorcerer. They gain superior dark vision and they can shadow walk between places of dim light and darkness. They also gave them a new homebrew feature that can summon a Dark Hound. Next up is a fan favorite, the Hexblade Warlock. These are stronger melee warlocks that can also curse their enemies. And in BG3 you can also summon a spirit from enemy corpses. Last but not least is the Blade Singing Wizard. Similar to the Hexblade Warlock, these are wizards that are also good in melee combat. Plus they can also cast spells from their melee weapons. The next big feature of this patch is photo mode. And here you can see they have different camera settings, different lens settings, scene settings, post-processing effects, different kinds of frames, and last but not least, even stickers. And the scene settings come with facial expressions, plus over 40 static and animated poses, each with multiple variations. Yeah, Larian is really going all out with this final patch. They closed this update with more info about the stress test. And this is basically just like a playtest. Since there are so many new features, they want the community's help to find the issues before they release the patch. The stress test begins early January, and you'll have the opportunity to register your interest before then. They will talk more about this in the next community update, number 31. So if the stress test is around early January, I think the patch will release somewhere in February. But hey, it can also easily be later if they run into a bunch of issues. Oh yeah, and they also go over the community support nomination for the Game Awards 2024. In my previous video I went over this as well, and I show you how to vote for them. So if you also want to vote for them, check out my previous video after this one. But yeah, this new update is insane. And like I said in the beginning of this video, because this is the last major patch, I believe they just wanted to go out with a bang. Of course we expected crossplay and photo mode, but not in the same patch. And if you did, I believe you didn't expect 12 new subclasses. So yeah, if one game deserved the community support nomination, it's definitely Baldur's Gate 3. Anyway, that was it for now, but we'll hear more about this patch in the next community update. So with that, thank you all for watching, and thank you Larian for closing this game with such an amazing patch. And I will see you guys next time.